Many of you has been with us since our first media conference. Tama ba, Kina? When was it? Was it Feb?
February, yes, our media
February.
launch.
Yes. So thank you again for joining us, and for our new media friends, thank you again for joining us this morning. Okay, I'll just make this quick. So what are the things that you need to know about Stack League? Okay, so let's start. Next slide, Keen. Ayun. So, Stack League is the Philippines' largest online programming league. It's fully automated already on the back end. So, if by any chance, right now, Keen, sorry, we should have recorded this one. Keen, can you record this session on your end so that for our friends here who wants to go back and review the session, they could just review the
Recording in
video.
progress.
Ayan. Thank you, Kim. So our mission here at Stack League is to develop programming leaders that inspire a nation into coding. So today, tech is one of the most booming industries in the world. Here in the Philippines, that's also true. A lot of the people here, even if they're not in tech, let's say they graduated from another course or from another industry, but they are exploring going into tech. They're trying to build their own websites, they're trying to build their own mobile apps. And today, you don't need to have a degree in tech for you to enter into tech. So all you need to do is really to learn the basics and then get more experience. And with that one, many of the companies today are already open in hiring talents that are not necessarily with an IT background. So there's an opportunity there. And also we are and the platform Stackly is one of the avenue for these folks to further improve their programming skills. Ayan. So next slide. And Stack League this year is supported by Coding Chiefs, Microsoft, Deltec, Apper, and Recruit. They will continue to get more partners throughout the year, but many of them we already been partnering for sessions. We do tech sessions, we do career sessions with all of these different companies. For community partners, these are the tech communities here in the Philippines. They also have their own set of programmers wherein they help them out. They also have their own set of events. We partner with them year round to bring in more opportunities for their members. Ayan. So, highlights. Stack League provides year-round cash prizes. Kina mentioned that we are giving away about 10 million pesos year-round. So that's spread out from the biggest prizes at the end of the year. But we also give out weekly cash prizes. So if you become part of the top 10, you will receive, each of the top 10 players will receive 500 pesos. We also have the monthly playoffs. That means at the end of if you become part of top 10, you will be part of the playoffs. And for playoffs, there will be 5,000 cash prizes there. There are so many cash prizes throughout the year. So this is a really good arena for you, for each of the developer joining the league. If you want to improve your skills, you join the league and then you improve your skills and also get rewarded at the same time. And also we do, if you become part of the top programmers, there is nationwide recognition because these programmers. Mission is really to develop programming leaders and inspire a nation into coding. So anyone who's able to prove their skills, they get to inspire others as well to become as good as them. So these leaders can also share their tips and tricks, where they find the resources, how they learn or how they improve themselves, so that they can also lift others up in terms of skills. And then we also have partners who give away hundreds of giveaways, jackets, shirts, backpacks. So we give them away for the top to the top participants. And then tech job opportunities. So we partner with a prominent companies here in the Philippines too. So we've partnered with JobStreet, Caliber, Workbank. We also partner with Accenture and other tech companies because they're always looking for developers. So this is an opportunity for them to reach out to developers as well. And then of course, the exclusive event invitation. So later on, we'll share with you ano yung mga event invitations that we are mentioning here. Next slide. Yan. So year-round cash prize pool natin is already at 10 million pesos and it continues to increase as we get more partners this year. Okay, so nationwide recognition. So if you go to the website, it's stackleague.com, you will see on the homepage ranking. So there is an overall ranking. This is where all of the points of each participants will be shown. So you will see the top 50. And then we also have the weekly top 10. That means the scores are reset every midnight of Saturday. So pag Sunday, back to zero, and whoever earns the most points that week will be shown in the weekly ranking. So there are two categories. We have the individuals and we also have teams. So for the individual category, this is straightforward. We're in you join the competition as a person, but also there is a team category if you want to compete with your friends, with your family, or with your colleagues. Today, a lot of the teams are from our students. So they join the competition with their classmates and then they also learn together and then try to improve together. The weekly top 10, whether be it a team or be it as in the individual category, we will create features for these top players. So if these guys are a team, then we create blogs and social media posts about them, and also their tips for other developers who wants to be as good as them as well. The same with featured programmer individual category. Next slide. So here is the or going to a different company that I want to work with. So these are the sessions that is intended for that one. So those are the career sessions. So it talks about what are the trends in IT, what are the career trends in IT industry today. So what are the things that you need to know? What are the job opportunities available for you? Because job opportunities today isn't the same with the job opportunities 5 or 10 years ago. So you'll have to know where the opportunities or what are the things in demand right now. For the tech sessions naman, these are the technical ones. So what are the tools that you need to know today to further advance your skills, or what are the best practices? What are the frameworks? So these are all the speakers for the tech sessions are from the industry themselves. So they're able to know best and share best what are the things other developers need to know today. And then throughout the league, there are also trainings and certificates. So if this one is really good, especially if you're still new in the tech industry, you don't have any programming background, but you want to venture into it. So there are trainings that would teach you how to code. So there are trainings here there are starter trainings, we have bronze training, silver training. So there are different levels in the league, and these trainings will help you level up. So if you have readers who are interested in going into tech. One of the reason also why people wanted to go into tech is that today the tech industry is one of the industries that is more open to home setup. And a lot of people would really want provides that opportunity for these guys. Okay, next slide. And then we also have the ambassador of the month. So the ambassador of the month are the ones who also share the word out. So many of the ambassadors of the month are coming from the top programmers They're the top in when a player shares more gets to convince more people to join the league and answer challenges there, they will get more ambassador points. So we have ambassador of the month, and the top ambassador of the month will be receiving a Stack League shirt and 3,000 pesos cash prize. And then we also have the ambassador of the year. So we will be announcing this December, and the winner of that, the ambassador with the most points, will be receiving 20,000 pesos and a Stack League Jazz. And we are now at the end of our at the end of the month. So by next Friday or Monday, we will be announcing the Stack League ambassador for March. Okay, next slide. So what are those supported programming languages in the league? These are the five, and these five, in many of the tools, software, websites, systems in the world, these are the five core programming languages, and these are also the ones being taught in school. Like, these are the foundational languages that is being used for you to learn programming. And what are the five? We have JavaScript, Java, Python, C Sharp, and PHP. Next slide. So how does the ranking system in the league works? When you sign up, you start with 0 points. Think of it as any game. So then when you earn, let's say may mga bosses na lang. So when you beat a boss, there are different challenges here. When you beat different, and when you conquer different challenges, you get to level up. So the bronze challenges are the easier ones. And then when it gets harder, you level up as well. You get to conquer harder challenges, then you get to level up. Okay. So, and then, and then the highest level is the gold level. And there is one thing that we usually don't mention, but maybe we can mention to you. Whenever a participant already reaches gold level, they will also be invited in the master level. What is master level? Essentially, the master level is when these participants can also create challenges that they can contribute, and then these challenges can also be answered by other players. Okay, so we have questions here. Let me just quickly gather them and answer them. How many participating individuals and teams as of today? So how many teams? I'm not sure actually, but in terms of individuals, there are over, as of checking this morning, it's already at 11,500, around that. Is there a deadline for registration? There is no deadline for registration, so it is year round. Sometimes there were players, for example, last year, because this is our second season already. Last year there were players who just joined around November, but they were very hardworking. They answered a lot of questions, and they also became part of the top 50 last year. Is the league also open to foreign nationals residing in the Philippines? So the answer is yes, because as long as you are based in the Philippines, then you can join the league. Although we don't have experience, at least we're not aware if there's any foreign national joining the league yet. So far, based on our pedantic programming language might not be appropriate to describe them all. From Marika, is there a possibility that additional programming language will be added in the future? There is a possibility. For now, we'll just stick to the 5 programming languages. But the answer is yes, there is a possibility for that one. Okay, we also have a question from Christian Pena. Is gamification the way you are rewarding the participants, or is there a structured coding competition. Okay, so the gamification is one. So whenever you level up, there are prizes for you. Whenever you become part of the top 10, there are rewards for you. Whenever at the end of the month you join the program, the mini programming. Actually, it's not that mini because it's already 5 hours. So we have the playoffs wherein that's the way for them that they join the 5 hour programming competition, and if you become part of it, and if you win top one and top two in this playoffs, you will be receiving cash prizes for it too. I hope I was able to answer your question. Based in the Philippines, if just continuous renewal or visa might land in hot water with viewers immigration. Okay, sige. That one, I'm not sure how to address that one yet. But for the meantime, that's the current status. Maybe we'll look into it if we reach the point wherein there are participants who excel in this area, but they're more of just tourists. But we'll look into it. But thank you for the heads up. Sige, next slide. Okay, what are the challenger levels? So we have here the bronze, silver, and gold. And then here, we also have the challenger level up. So so there are 3 levels, right? There are many ways for you to get cash prizes in the league, but just based on the levels, every time you level up to bronze, you'll get 100 pesos, and then another 100 if you reach silver, and then when you reach gold, you will get 300 pesos. So if you are a participant, each participant who will level up, they will be receiving a total of 500 pesos just by leveling up prizes. But this is just one. Okay, April Salazar, since it's a team competition, are players of the team allowed to share their codes with each other? So this one, as much as we discourage participants to share their code, this one, since these are teams, they try to help out each other. So this one, we have no control for it, but we discourage them to do so because the platform has anti-plagiarism in place. That means if you use the code of your colleague, we will be able to identify and flag them. So that's how we are able to that's how we are able to avoid anti-cheating in the league there. I hope I was able to answer your question, April. Okay. Next up is treasure chest. Initially, we intended the treasure chest. This is the weekly. You get rewards whenever you become part of the top 10. So we intended it to last until March 26. But we decided in the league that it will now be year round. So each time you become part of the top 10, you will be receiving 500 pesos cash prize. Okay. Next slide. And then we also have the Stack League playoff. So every last Saturday of the month, we invite all the top 40 players, top 10 players in the league to join the playoffs. And this is a 5-hour programming competition. The participants with the most number of points will be receiving 5,000 pesos for this competition. And the top 2 will be receiving 3,000 pesos. The top 2 in the monthly playoffs, you will now be part of the qualifier pool for December. And then this December, there will be a single elimination. So think of it as a really single elimination tournament, and the top 1 and top 2 will be receiving the most number of cash prizes in the league. So for the meantime, for the monthly qualifiers, we have 5,000 and 3,000 for the top 2. Next slide.